Morning, VC. All right, so Sean Cecilia down in Louisiana advised he hasn't heard a good rant in the vinyl community in a while, so I'm going to oblige him today in this video. So buckle up. Hadn't planned on any records coming in this week. That's the plan basically for the next 3.5 months. But as it happens, we have a few records here. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. But the first record actually is one that was kind of stuck in a distribution center. As you may have seen on the news, there are areas of the country completely under fucking water. So it's very understandable if that particular area stuff isn't moving with the post. So it's no problem. But this is a record that Michael at Notes and Tones had showed on his Instagram. And then after seeing that, I ordered this and was very interested in this, what this was going to sound like. I hadn't sampled it or anything prior. I saw the lineup and was very intrigued. And I love the label that this is on. So we ordered it, and there is a volume 1. This is volume 2 of Zoamba, O Life, O Light, featuring William Parker and Francisco Mela on the 577 Records label out of Brooklyn. Free jazz saxophonist, and she is fantastic. It's on side A. It's a bit in the Albert Ayler, late Coltrane style. Not my favorite playing, but she can get going. Later in the first track, because there's only 2 songs here, one on each side. Later in that track, Dance of Bliss, which is 19 and change, I like it better as it goes along. But the drumming from Francisco Mela on this is incredible. He is, to me, the star of this record. It's really, really good work. He's busy on the kit, and the fills and everything he's doing are really tastefully done. Side 2, she plays the flute, and I like it a lot better. But she does end up going back to the tenor later in that track, and it's really great. The hype sticker says timeless, masterful, and mystical. Yeah, 3 Flowers, the B-side, is that. Not the A-side. The A-side's intense. Not for everybody. Think Albert Ayler. But yeah, out of New York. I need volume 1 now, and these are cheap records. These are like $18. Zoamba, and I guess I know she played a live gig at Angry Mom with Chris Corsano on drums, I believe. Sounded like Ghost Trees, which was really cool. Yeah, so happy to get that record. And that really was going to be the only thing that came in, and then I was thinking, oh wait, the Coltrane is coming out, and I'm sure I pre-ordered it, but I didn't have an email, so I was like, well, what the hell? So I looked in my carts around that I have. I have a cart at Dusty Groove, and a cart at Sorry State, and a cart here and there, a cart there. And it was still sitting in my cart, so I never got around to ordering it. So I dipped quickly into Premium Sound, as I knew he had a copy, and picked it up. This was a release that a lot of us were looking forward to, and the music does not disappoint in any way, shape, or form for me. And that's Evenings at the Village Gate, John Coltrane with Eric Dolphy, the mono double on Impulse, put out by Universal Music Enterprises, UME. And they have taken it upon themselves to outdo Egon and do it as cheaply as humanly possible. So the result sucks. That's to be very kind in my wording. But here's the gatefold. There's some nice pictures. There's a nice insert with this. The shrink wrap stated "Made in Mexico" on it, and it said vinyl made in Mexico. So this was pressed in Mexico. I didn't even know they had a pressing plant there. It's probably 157 degrees inside that place all day right now. So that's, I don't know, but the booklet is really cool. So the story behind this record, the sound engineer at the Village Gate was testing out some equipment and decided to do it for this gig. And he recorded this with one microphone. So you gotta know that going into this. Before you buy it, you gotta know this is recorded with one mic. It was an experiment. And the tape was given to the New York Public Library by the sound guy. He wanted to have this stuff put somewhere where it would be preserved. It was found. The only thing on the tape was his name. It could have been thrown out a million times. Luckily, someone was smart enough not to do that. And we have been gifted with being able to hear this wonderful performance. The only time you're going to hear Africa live on a recording, that song. And this is really, really, really good, the music. John's soloing is out of this world. Eric Dolphy's, especially the flute playing, I love on this. It's really, really good. Elvin Jones is a monster on this, and the mic is put closer to him than anybody else, so the drums are in the forefront, which I don't have a problem with. The horns still come through great on the solos. You're not going to hear the bass and piano much in certain sections of this, just because of what this is. If you're an audiophile and you're expecting this to be some Kevin Gray, that you like to jack off on deal, fuck off. Just fuck all the way off with your complaining on that shit. You're a fucking idiot. But anyway, I will complain that the fact that disc 1 is warped. Disc 2 is not. The packaging on this is, you see that? How it narrows. It's got this big wide deal. You got to ship the records outside of the jacket when you make a sleeve like this, or they're going to warp. And I'm talking to collectors all over this country. And disc 1 is warped for everybody. Don't matter who you ordered it from, where you live. Teddy, he's in Kansas City, ordered it from Acoustic Sounds. Warped. A friend of his ordered it from Acoustic Sounds. Warped. Ken in New York City got it directly from UME, I assume. Warped. Mine, warped from Premium Sound. Bill, his is slightly warped. He got his in Pennsylvania. Or maybe he pre-ordered it. Warped. Sherv went into Rhino Records yesterday and picked it up. Disc 1, warped. He's in California. That's a major party foul. And is UME going to do anything about it? Fuck no. Do you think they give a shit? No. They just want your $42 and change and piss off. So yeah, it's very disappointing. The sleeves are cheap, paper sleeves, which I don't really care. I have a lot of records with paper sleeves. They don't, if you take care of your records, paper sleeves don't mean anything. It's just, it'd be nice if you're paying that kind of money to have a better sleeve, that's all. So yeah, that's my rant. I love the music on there. It's absolutely a religious experience. Next up, I picked this up because this was sitting in my cart at Sorry State, and I had not got it, and it was sitting there on the shelf where I got the Coltrane, so I grabbed it. And Tommy at Tommy's Vinyl Knot, I think it's the channel, he's in Finland, shows all the good Finnish punk and rock and metal and doom and everything great out of Finland and Sweden, in that area of the world. God bless that man. Showed these comps that Svart Records put out, who is a top-notch label, that like Jim at Channel Rufus has talked about with a lot of releases he gets from that label. This is the punk Elah, or I don't know how it's said, Volume 3, Finnish private pressed stuff from 1980. All three records on this are from 1980. You've got Brups or Brups, Nirvana, and yes, the band name was Nirvana, and this was from 1980. So not the first Nirvana and not the second Nirvana, the middle Nirvana. And Auto Ilama. And the sound quality on all these is really good, especially the first and the last. Fantastic. I'll play a track off the first one, the Brups or Broops, for you here to end the video. And there's 3 volumes of this. I need the other 2 volumes. These aren't really that cheap, but it is a box set, and it comes with a nice, we'll show you the records, and it comes with a nice booklet with a lot of cool photos in here, which is really cool to have, and stories about the bands. And these are rare as piss 7 inches, so to have them get the Spark treatment is great. So there's this one, and then the Nirvana. And the Nirvana, track 1 sounds like a Ramones song. Track 2 is kind of where they're doing their own thing, and it's really, really good. And I love this cover. And Auto Ilama, also, it's a bit different than Nirvana. More straight ahead punk though, but really this sounds this is really, really well recorded. Very good sound. So if you're an audiophile, then these are for you. But yeah, very stoked with this. Actually exceeded my expectations. So we're gonna play you a track off of this one right here. There you go.